Yeah, right here is with the showers and thunderstorms. Here on August 26th, I think, Thursday, August 26th. But it's been about a couple of days since we had any rain, and so it's like nice knowing it. Like, yep. But I kept thinking that the showers and thunderstorms were going to be moving through the area here this weekend. I thought that they were going to be moving through probably on Saturday afternoon. So it seems like the showers came earlier, and so I guess say that yeah. I guess we did that moisture, the cool air, or something like that. But anyway, but I'm just like wondering though too that what does it usually mean? Whenever that within 5 hours it seems like it's nice and sunny outside, but then maybe within the next 2 or 3 hours, within 3 hours between times, it seems like it's going to be doing something different outside. But you want to know too that if you were getting ready to go somewhere and like you look out your window and find out it's nice and sunny, and within maybe about an hour, and then it starts looking up pretty severe and knowing about what could be going on outside. But still, you want to know too that it seemed like about like 15 minutes ago that gives you enough time to maybe get dressed into something nice, and then maybe if anything, if you're going outside for anything, any reason at all, that you might think that if it's going to be a nice day outside, and want to know, hey, that if it's supposed to be nice and sunny out, and then within about an hour's timing, and then it starts getting darker outside, and then you start seeing that to where you start seeing heavy downpours and maybe showers and thunderstorms. And so it's like at the time you want to know too that 1 minute it's nice and sunny, but then within about maybe 2 hours timing or so that it starts looking real severe. And so at the time it sure seems that way, that really, how is that possible to where that nice sunny days that wind up or turn into so it sure seems that way, that every time we think about that though, whenever it comes to the study about weather though, that why is it that it seems like that you look outside and see what the weather is doing, and it could only have been about maybe 2 hours ago that it was nice and sunny, and then now it's starting to pour down rain. And so that's why it sure seems that way. People might even say that whenever it comes to study about the weather though, that people might say that you could be at the pool, enjoying yourself at the pool or something like that, while one side of town it's pouring down rain. People might say is to where one side of town, maybe in Jeff City or St. Louis or somewhere, I'm like, really, certain areas around town where it's nice and sunny, and in one part of a town is going to be thunder and lightning. And so that's why it sure seems that way, that whenever you look out your door, it seems like that by the time you get outside and you check, maybe within 2 hours later, and then it's going to look different. So at the time it sure seems that way, that every time we think about the weather, that it's like anything that you're planning on doing maybe within the next half an hour, and I want to know too that really, by the time if you're getting ready to go for a walk, even if you're getting ready to go for a walk, and let's just say if it's nice and sunny, and let's just say if you don't leave if you don't get outside and go for your walk or for a jog or something like that within about maybe time that you want to get out and go for your walk, and then it's like you look out your door and find out that you could be doing something else. And so that's why it sure seems that way. Like we might even want to know too that there are certain days to where that like all afternoon and then maybe all evening that there's going to be spotty showers. And I guess if you want to cause us to where, what does it usually mean whenever you see spotty showers? It's like it only about maybe for about 2 or 3 hours out of the late evening to afternoon that there's going to be showers, and like I say, yeah, those showers and thunderstorms are going to be slowly come through and diminish and move out towards the east, and so yeah, that's what it's saying. But the study about the weather. But half the time, you want to know too that we're talking about sunny. We're talking about one Sunday. It's a Sunday afternoon. It was around 4 o'clock this afternoon. It was nice and sunny, and then now look at the weather. It looks real severe, and who knows? It's like anybody say that, yeah, well, the weather don't look too bad now, but then by the time you get on the roads, and you're going to really notice a difference by the time you get on the roads, on the highway, and so that's why it sure seems that way. Like everybody might even think too that why is it that it seems like it's not so bad, by the time you actually are there and you're able to experience, what it's like, just to be able to be in that situation to where what it's doing outside. But it sure seems that way that when we speak about the weather, though, that thinking too that, okay, yeah, well, were we expecting rain in the forecast at all today? If anything, just a little bit. But now, look what it's doing outside now. And it just thinking is toward, yeah, well, really, if you had any plans tonight, but it sure seems that way, like everybody else would say too, that anything that you were going to be doing that includes maybe talking over the phone or maybe getting on your computer and looking up, surfing the internet or anything like that. Like I say, that sometimes, you don't really feel safe. I'm like, yeah, you don't really like being on the line when it's thunder and lightning, and like everybody else would say too, that especially during the severe weather like that, you don't need to be in case of the power goes out and other things, and so that's why it sure seems that way. That just knowing by say that like, yeah, it would seem like it was not too long ago that it was nice and sunny, and then now look at the weather, and then like everybody else may want to know too that yeah, well, really, for sure that whenever it comes to studying about the weather, though, it sure seems that way that that maybe by the time you start seeing stars in the sky, and at the time you want to know too that, yeah, well, really, that but it sure seems that way that when we talk about the study about the weather, a lot of times you want to know too that that really that who ordered the flashy. I'm like, yeah, who really ordered the heavy downpour and maybe the spotty showers, and also who was expecting to see high wind gusts of up to 40 mile per hour, and like everybody else might even say too that really, if you were expecting it or just thinking as to what the weather is going to be doing, really, people might even say too that, well, really, you said it was going to be coming this weekend. It's only Thursday. So it sure seems that way that, yeah, well, if anything, I say whenever the weather calms down, but like everybody else might even say too, that each time you look outside, that it seems like that's really, that's just an idea of what it's doing outside. But then according to what the National Weather Service would probably say too, that if you were to actually look at the satellite radar, though, that there's a system like, for whichever, the clouds, the system that's moving from the north and the south, east, to the west, just to determine about what path, the storm is coming. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.